Greetings, Dr. EMrich here, and today I want to talk about the trends in social media marketing for 2019. So these current trends that are happening in social media, because social media is on the rise and people continue to use it, and more people are on social media. So as a marketer, it becomes more and more essential for you to get on a social media platform. So let me just give you a statistic. 3.48 billion people now use social media. Billion people. And that's actually up 9% from last year. So it keeps growing. And that's 366 million more people than last year that use social media this year. So you better believe that your customers are definitely on social media. And it's a great place to go and start marketing your business. So Hootsuite and We Are Social put out a chart like this every year. And this is for, actually they put it out every month. And so this is for January 2019. And it's a great summary snapshot of what is going on in the world of social media compared to the total population in the world. So that red box, that red circle, is the total population, and you can see they break it down by mobile users. Now, looking at mobile users when it comes to social media is really important because most social media users access their profile on a mobile device, and we can see that by this statistic that 67% of people have a mobile and use a mobile device. 57% are on the internet, and 45% are active social media users. So half the people out there are on social media and they're using it. And statistics show that they're actually using it every single day. And the majority, once again, just to highlight that, in that purple circle there at the end, is we have to realize that a lot of social media users are using it via their mobile device. And the reason I stress this is we have to make sure that the things that we put out there on social media, the pictures and the videos and the advertisements, we want to make sure they're mobile friendly. Because lots of times we might create something that looks great on a computer, but it doesn't look good on a mobile device. So it's important before we make that post or we make that advertisement that we make sure it looks the same and just as good on a mobile device as it does on the internet. So with all these people using social media, I want to talk about some of the statistics to show that businesses are also on the rise with using social media. And so a lot of big brands are using social media. In fact, 90% of big brands out there used social media last year, 90%, and that continues to grow. In fact, 77% of brands expect their use of social media to increase. So they're using it, they're finding out that it works, and they continue to use it. There's a new thing, one of the trends in social media for 2019 that is on the rise and almost has doubled since last year is something called stories, social media stories. So Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat have these stories that you can put out there, and it's different than your news feed, and it's different than the things that you would normally post. It's a separate thing called stories that you'd have to generate, and they only last about 24 hours. I think on each platform they last 24 hours, where you can put a series of photographs or videos, and they call these stories. And you don't get the likes or the shares that you get when you add to your news feed, but you can see the number of people that are viewing those stories, and the audience is really liking these stories because it's interesting to them and it keeps their attention. So these Facebook stories, Instagram stories are definitely on the rise for social media marketers. So I want to look at and highlight a couple statistics for each platform just so you can see. Instagram is actually one of the fastest growing social media platforms. So if you don't know much about Instagram yet, it's definitely something that you want to look into. In fact, there are more than 1 billion monthly active users on Instagram worldwide. And Instagram is the fastest growing network out there right now. All the networks or all the social media platforms have shown an increase in usage, but none as high as Instagram. There's 104.7 million people in the United States that use Instagram, and that's actually almost a 15% increase from 2017 to 2018, and then another 20% increase from 2018 to 2019. So people are really liking what they see on Instagram. And once again, Instagram stories are extremely beneficial because people are interested in it, and it's exciting. If we look at the demographics of Instagram, and you're looking for customers, it does say that roughly most of the users of Instagram are between the ages of 18 and 34, and about 40% are women and 30% are men. So if you want to dig down deeper into these statistics and trends that I'm talking about today, you can go to my website, plannovationsmedia.com, and go under social media data and look at history, and I have all these statistics, and you can read more and more about them. The more you dive into the demographics and the psychographics or behaviors of each social media platform, especially the new ones, the current ones, the ones for 2019, because they do change every year, that will help you find your customers and understand where you need to go specifically, what platform your customers are on so that you can gain their attention. So before I wrap up, I'll just give you a couple other statistics about Twitter, for example. And Twitter has about 321 million monthly active users. And they are probably the most steady. Twitter has stayed the most steady from year to year. But you still have 321 million users on Twitter. Let's see, 40% of the Twitter users are between the ages of 29. Between the ages of 18 and 29. So you still get a little bit of a younger demographic, where if you look at LinkedIn, which has also been on the rise year after year, it has risen in users from 2017 to 2018 to 2019. A lot of the demographics on LinkedIn are a much older demographic, and the demographic keeps getting wider and wider. So it used to be 18 to 45, and now it's 18 to 55 of that demographic that is on something like LinkedIn. So LinkedIn also a very good professional network to be on and to use in your social media marketing platforms. So once again, if you want to dig into any more of these statistics, Hootsuite, We Are Social, they put them out every single month, and I do keep the active information on my website, and you can go take a look at that to dig down deeper and do more research for your specific social media needs. So thank you for listening, and happy looking for that data and trends for your business.